You're watching the Hyperloops. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel to show your support. Thank you and enjoy the video.
Hey everybody, long time no see. HonestlySarcastc here, coming back with part 2 of HonestlySarcastc tries. In the last one we had some applesauce. Talked about never having had Twinkies before. So I've gone and picked those up about a week ago, and coming close to the expiration date, so I kind of got forced to do the video. As you can see, I'm sporting the low on the sides, have the treetop, pretty much that, yeah. Somewhere between like Kappa and I might be like a palm tree, somewhere around there. Oh man, executor, yeah. Anyways, so first up, very typical. We've got Twinkies here, but I freaking mirrored this. So let's flip this back so you guys can actually read this stuff. Because I'm a terrible person. I was like, oh, this will be great. Because then I could actually tell what side I'm at. All right. So Twinkies, boom. Next up, we have snowballs. So I've never had any of these. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try it. It's got coconut and marshmallow covered chocolate cake with cream filling. Really can't go wrong. The Twinkies were a golden sponge cake with creamy filling. And we have orange cupcakes. Yes, orange cupcakes. I couldn't go with like golden or chocolate because I've had those before. But orange is kind of like one of those weird spots where I was like, all right, well, each of these things is kind of yellow or orange. Like, we'll go with it, right? So it's frosted orange flavored cake with creamy filling. So first things first, we're not going to ask what this is going to do to my waistline because that's probably going to beat me up pretty bad. But I'm down 50 from COVID, so, golf clap for me. But I guess let's talk about what goes, I guess, not into making this, but kind of my thoughts on it. So, there was a point in my life where, I was the bigger kid. And it's kind of one of those things where people are like, blah, 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 shut up and get a Twinkie. And it's like, well, I've never had a Twinkie. Ha, 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 go F yourself. So it's kind of one of those long-standing traditions where you just didn't have it. So you're just like, well, why would I ever break that, right? It's like watching Star Wars Destiny. I mean, not Destiny. Who watched like watching Star Wars? If you haven't watched it, I haven't. Why bother? Now it's a great story to tell. I've never watched Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. My hair is pretty far off, whatever. Hopefully anyone trying to hire me for accounting stuff doesn't find this. All right. So I think going backwards and having the Twinkie last probably makes the most sense. I've had cupcakes before. I expect that to be great. So let's go with that. We'll clean off the Twinkie or clean off the snowball. And we'll go very, very old school. And you're not going to see me eat all of these things. And I guess I'll save the knife for the other one. So boom, we got it. I'm an OG cupcake guy. I know how to open this plastic, right? You just, bend right into the bottom, get it up and over. So pretty normal, pretty cut and dry. Make sure you eat around the middle so that it follows, like the cream, right? So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected more from it. It's supposed to be like orange, right? Oh, wait. I'm getting a bit of the citrus flavor now. Okay. Let's take a sip of water and see if we can go for bite 2. So, I don't know. I'm a big fan of like the old school like little cupcakes. Like I've enjoyed muffins, right? Like I don't know which of you guys haven't had like little cakes and things like that, but those tend to be pretty great. So how do you go wrong? All right. So we'll put the other part back. Let's not waste the appetite. I'd say it doesn't really taste any big difference from like the regular golden ones. It's a little bit citruser, or I don't know if that's a real word. That's probably not. There's a bit more citrus flavor. than kind of just like a generic gold cake, but that makes sense. It's supposed to be orange, right? And this is probably not real orange, it's just like fake orange. So yeah, seeing as the main ingredients start with sugar, water, and enriched flour, yeah, we're probably not going for much besides a random ass citrus flavor and a bunch of items that I can't read. Or, sorry, I can read them. No, I lied. That I can kind of read them, but I don't know what they mean. Not one bit. No way, no how. Let's no longer look in the ingredients again. That was a huge mistake. Huge. Unfortunately, Carla's not with us today. She went to some family thing? I don't know. She was supposed to be here, but whatevs. You got me. All right. Snowball. Oh, man. How many 370 calories, eh? Oh, actually, no. That was 185. Okay. So we don't feel so bad there. This is also 330 for both, so 165. All right. This one starts with water instead of sugar. Oh, my God. Wait, I said I would never look at those. I lied. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. All right. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Snowball. I have no idea what we're going to do for a third one. I don't know what else I haven't really tried. I guess I could do, like, crazy shit like peppers and stuff. So now, we're breaking out a fork and knife, all right? Yeah, I did it. I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember Pete and Pete. But for any of you do, there was an episode way back in the day where there was, like, the inspector from, like, the clothes. Like, you know when you look in your clothes, it says, like, you know, inspected by agent whatever or whatever. And they had him over for some, I think, like barbecue ribs or something like that. So the guy eats ribs with a fork and a knife. And, you know, spoiler alert for the episode, he loses the eating contest because you don't eat ribs with a fork and a knife. So let's get up in this. It's got a very weird kind of like marshmallow crunch. So I just cut down like whatever. And I'm also trying to like not get off of this little thing I have because I don't know how dusty this shoebox I used is. Oh, that one's man down. We're not touching that one anymore. So we're gonna say that that died. That fell off the planet, right? Flat Earth just fell off. All right. So we got a snowball here, and if you kind of look at it, it's reminiscent of. Let me go closer. It's weird how I can go close to the camera. It's reminiscent of like a, you know, it's potentially like a Hostess cupcake, but it has a surrounding of the squishy marshmallow stuff. And I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, there's like whatever adhesive that's connecting the two items. It's probably obviously some other food item. But, you know, knowing people and the way they treat us nowadays, that shit could be clue. But all right, let's get some water in here and go try this snowball. Like, I knew it was chocolate because I read it, but when I purchased it, I didn't gauge that it would be chocolate, right? Like, how are you going to put chocolate versus vanilla? Or gold cake or whatever. But we'll find out. So I gotta say, the consistency of biting through, like, I'm gonna call it the pink membrane, was not a pleasant feeling or taste. I've never had a jellyfish, but if I imagined eating a jellyfish, it would kind of be like that, right? Like you crush through it and then it bursts. Maybe like a gusher, right? Something along those lines. The chocolate itself wasn't very tasty. The cream seemed like it was okay, but if I could go back in time and never have eaten this, I think I'd prefer it, which is kind of sad because, you know, being a big guy, kind of like cakes and shit, right? But we'll go for round two, and just to show, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this consistency right here from this thing, is awful, but. Okay, so bite 2 was arguably much worse than bite 1. Um, the way I would say it is I tore through the end part, or the top layer, but at the angle I tore through, let's say this was the thing, instead of like chumping through here, I chumped more along across the edge. So it was like I bit through it to continue biting through the stupid membrane, in a not a pleasant experience. I probably should have known that just based on the way I looked at it when I kind of dissected it to begin with. But yeah, that wasn't very good. Like, maybe I'd rather have glue. I'd have to like channel like what heyday, like three I don't know, 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old young kids, because then we just do silly shit. Maybe I'd rather eat glue. I don't know, but oh god, I found that to be very unpleasant. Actually, that's so unpleasant. I'm going back to the cupcake. Oh god, we're gonna wash this out the hard way. We're gonna try to give this Twinkie as much benefit of the doubt as possible. I should have brought more napkins. All right, so yeah, I'm not happy with that snowball at all. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna save the half cupcake, the extra Twinkie, and the snowball, and we're gonna see if we have Carla do it and her reactions, so you guys can see me put her through this same shit that I just went through. All right. Last but not least, the piece that is dance, the Twinkie. Ha 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 ha, Twinkie. My hair doesn't wiggle nearly enough, but one day. All right. All right. This is a struggle. Trying to be neat with this has been awful. Oh, it doesn't just want to come up at all. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we've already lost part of the Twinkie to the stupid plastic thing it's on, cardboard. And that's I'm mad at you. Okay. If we buy like a snickerdoodle, or I guess that's a fucking cookie. Holy shit, I can't remember half of those names. I was trying to remember the yodels. We bought like a yodel or something, right? If you lost a big chunk of your yodel on that stupid cardboard, you're pretty upset. Like, what's the square area we're losing on that? We're losing like a solid 2%. 2%. I want my 2 cents back. Seriously. Okay. Getting serious. All right. So, something to note is apparently they stick the bottom. They just stab it and squirt it. There's a third squirt here in the middle, but like I don't know how well you guys can see that. Yeah. So that explains how they get it in, but that seems like it's also going to be partially messy, right? All right. Well, we'll do this. We'll break it in the half and see how it goes. Okay. So like it's like they got it okay over there. We're gonna try to bite through half of it. We're gonna see what happens. All right. So from the very least, I'm gonna let you know this. I'm not in the other half of that Twinkie, or maybe I do. It just seems unlikely. So I was hoping for like a relatively good, just gold cake, with some filling, right? That's just something generic. That's all you want. How would I say this? So like, let's say you got a brand new like bundt cake, right? You just made a fresh one. You're not even the greatest chef ever, baker, whatever you want to be, the best cook ever. You're just kind of like, okay, you're passable. You can follow directions. That would taste better than this shit. I I don't know how the frosting would taste. Let's test. I made sure to block it out so I don't horrify people. Cream filling's like so-so. It doesn't taste terrible. It's probably about average. Maybe it's a little above average. It's not super sweet. So like the filling's fine. Even though it's, obviously a bunch of sugar. But yeah, maybe it's because I'm getting closer to the expiration date. It's like a week before the expiration date. So it just doesn't taste amazing. I don't know how long these things are housed for, though. That's another question. Like, how long are they sitting around there at the supermarket? I'd like to believe my supermarket doesn't have stuff for a ton of time. Been pretty good about dates usually. You obviously have to be careful with like meat and salads, but everything else I haven't had any issues yet where I was, running off to the bathroom. So happy so far. Been here for a few years. I don't know. It's like, if you just wanted some, I don't even know how to explain this. I guess if you wanted some like 3-day-old like gold cake, as far as like taste is concerned, right? Like it's still gonna be kind of spongy, but not super spongy. I guess it's not rock hard like a French bread. French bread. I know you know French bread. You get French bread, and like after a few days, it's just super hard, and you have to like you could put regular pieces of bread with it to try to like trade soften it up or something like that. Actually, I do that with cookies. I lied. I didn't do the French toast. I don't do the French toast. I've never tried. But they just get like super hard. So it's nothing like that as far as hard, but like I guess when you expect like that soft cake, it's just nothing like it. Not a single bit. I guess it kind of does the job. I don't think that it's very different from a lot of the stuff, but the way I would say it is that the Hostess cupcake overall just it tastes like fresher or better. As if like the main part of the Hostess cupcake was the cupcake, and they just added like filling. Whereas I feel like this was kind of like more of just like a sponge, and then they prettied it up with some makeup called filling. But yeah, so we're gonna have to give the voting. Snowballs in dead last. Never want to try it again. I can't wait to have Carla try it. Twinkies obviously going to take second, and Cupcake's going to come in first. I'm not even going to eat that other half of Twinkie. No. We can, we'll sneak it in here and see if maybe Carla wants that one also. Who knows? She said she's had a Twinkie before, though, so I don't know how, like, largely viable that's going to be. I could probably have thrown it away, because that snowball's not making it. No. But that's it for me today. I will try to get Carla's thing in, splice it in together, and, hopefully you guys find this enjoyable. If you have some items you think that are kind of like, would be interesting to see me try, you could pick like fruits, I guess like fruits would be interesting because there's less preparation. Vegetables we could kind of try to do, depending on preparation. I'll aim for stuff that I've like never tried. But if you have some ideas, like go with it. Throw it out there. Tell me, thoughts, dislikes. What the hell, guy? Whatever you want. It's always nice to hear comments. Subscribe or something. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. My aim for peppers next time. Do like Hot Ones, right? Like I don't know if any of you guys watch Hot Ones, but I just came off of the Hot Ones with Jessica Alba, and man, I totally didn't expect her to swear nearly as much. So, without trying to spoil anything, I would suggest, watching it if you haven't seen it. But Hot Ones is where they eat wings. So they the host will eat wings with, obviously like very, very hot sauce. It progressively gets higher and higher as they go through the sauces. Higher Scovilles, which is the units for like I guess I'm gonna call it the fire. And the the person that they have on will eat one, and they'll talk about whatever other stuff at the same time. You get to see them get tortured the entire time, so it's glorious. And hopefully Carly gets tortured by this snowball. It's very similar. But thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. Deuces. Hey everybody, HonestlySarcastc back with the Hyperloops, and today we have Carla. I talked about it earlier when I did my review, which this is going to be spliced in. Obviously, you'll be seeing it now after mine. She knows nothing about what happened. Zero. Fire department, no police, no nothing. She knows nothing. All right. So Carla, do you have any parting words before your death? I mean, Twinkie taste. What did you just do?
Well, I was a bad person today. I had went to a park thing and they limit my drinks. So that's what that is. Like, you can only have 4 drinks. As you can see, I have 2 missing. So I was good today. But okay.
Only 2.
Okay. So what do we have today?
So today we are back to the same as before. Orange cupcake. Snowball and Twinkie.
Ooh, the notorious Twinkie, huh?
All right. Well, do you have any preferences on what you want to try first?
Well, which one of these 3 did you try first?
I'm not going to tell you.
All right. So my guess is going to be that his first was Twinkies, because that's the one that had a bunch of internet memes. So I'm guessing this is the first one. Are they all from the same people? Oh, Hostess, okay.
They are. Hostess.
What kind of snowballs were these? Coconuts? Alright, so should I guess which one you picked as your favorite?
Just go.
Let's go, okay. Alright, so let's go with, I'm going to save Twinkies for last. Let's go with orange first. Uh-oh. I heard those eyebrows. Those damn eyebrows. Okay. Am I eating the whole thing or just half?
Whatever you want. You want to get a taste of it, so
Okay. Excuse me, I'm not very dainty when it comes to eating, so I am a monster, and I apologize in advance.
Let me see your bite. Show the camera. Remember how? Wow. Remember how I was talking earlier, but you got to make sure you're eating the correct plot to get to the cream? This, my dear, is a failure. Continue on.
Pick you up later.
You're supposed to eat along the white, because that's where the filling is.
Oh, okay. So
You're not a cupcake connoisseur. You don't know that. So
I don't know how I feel about this, because it's like, so it's like a cream. It tastes like sweetness, and at some point some type of rubber thing. I don't know if that's the frosting.
Rubber?
Yeah, this little, like, maybe it's just the texture of this, like, little hard frosting area. See, this is what I'm talking
So it tastes like rubber.
Minus the smell of rubber, because rubber has a very distinct smell.
Okay. You've eaten rubber before?
Let's not talk about that. That's a different video. All right, so I give what rating system am I using?
No, there's no rating system. You talk about, the flavor, the taste, your thoughts, like kind of what it tastes like. Try to let the audience know and like taste the flavor.
All right, so orange cupcakes. You are not my favorite. I do like orange flavored stuff, but that whole frosting thing, I don't know. It's like kind of weird. I don't know, like the rest of the actual like cupcake part of it, like the cream, and it's just kind of bland.
Okay.
So I'm not really.
Do you like any part of it?
Maybe the filling is not too bad, the cream filling, but it's not my favorite. I'd rather have something else.
Okay. Well, do you have any other parting thoughts?
And I do like orange flavored stuff, so it's not necessarily the orange flavor. Alright, so next is going to be, what, you only ate half of a Twinkie?
Mhm.
What happened to the rest of, what happened? You just had to go for a run because the fire truck was there?
Yep.
Okay.
They broke down. They hosed back the other half of the Twinkies.
Okay, so it was a disaster. Got it. All right, so what is this? Right now we're trying number
Snowball.
2. See, they even numbered it. See, there's a 2 there, so this is the second choice. So that's why I do it this way.
As a heads up, her nickname is Broken Compass. You can tell why. Continue.
Sorry, I had to explain to my mom today the difference between East and West in Massachusetts, because there's a drastic difference between East and West.
Boston and the woods.
Yeah, essentially. There's Boston, and then there's the West. So, all right. What do we got? So this is Snowball. So, from my understanding, there's different types of snowballs. So at least when I was growing up, that would be like chocolate snowballs, moon snowball, or whatever, all these crazy ones. So this particular one is coconut marshmallow covered chocolate cake with a cream filling. So what part of this is chocolate? Oh, okay. So I found the chocolate. Oh, that is the chocolate, my friends. That is the coconut marshmallow shenanigans. So is this like a corrupt version of a s'more minus the graham crackers?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay. Well, let's give this a try.
Did you want to cut it in half?
Oh, that's a good idea. Now that my mouth already was on it. Okay. Whoa! So this is how you know it's marshmallow. When you try to cut it, it just bounces right back to you like a freaking ball here. Okay. Anyway. And this is the inside of it. Now I see the marshmallow and the chocolate. Okay, so you're all there. Okay, good. This is a weird taste. This is like, I don't know, man. I walk by these all the time in the grocery store, and this is like that sweet stuff that's just there.
Mm-hmm.
There's like too many elements going on here. It's like chaotic, neutral, good, who's made a baby with lawful evil. I don't know, this crazy shit. So, alright, I taste the coconut. I taste the chocolate. Then I taste the marshmallow. And whatever the other fourth one is. But they seem like they're not in sync with each other. They're kind of like their own elements. So it's like, hello, here I am, coconut. Hey, I'm chocolate. Hey, I'm marshmallow. So there's just like so much different stuff here. I don't know.
Feelings on it.
I like marshmallow, but this is not bad. I like it a little bit better than the orange cake, but it's still kind of weird. And I like weird. So this is the not necessarily good weird. So yeah, this is okay. Still not my friend.
Not your friend.
Yeah.
You ate your friend?
Hey, listen, I've been playing too much like Conan Exiles, and there's like cannibals in there, so I don't know. It's not an impossible thing when you can make human flesh stew to heal your life in that game. So, anyways.
Cannibalism.
Yes, pretty much. And you can use an arm as a weapon, human arm. Technically, I prefer swords, but. So finally, here's the grand finale. Our friends, the famous Twinkies. So many internet memes about it. Hey, look, I finally figured out where the camera is. Pretty awesome, huh? All right. And and as you can see, I have also my orange bracelet, which is different than the yellow one you saw earlier. This is the Insane Asylum bracelet. Not really. I'm just kidding.
You got picked up though.
Yeah. All right.
She's happy to look at me like that.
So there's half of a Twinkie. Should I go with half a Twinkie or a whole Twinkie?
Twinkie.
Okay. There's no point having two halves, so I'll just go with Joe's half of a Twinkie, unless you corrupted it. Did you contaminate it or pollute it, influence it in any way?
I touched it.
How did you touch it?
Can have Rona.
Rona. Okay, so does anybody have UV light I can borrow so I can kill off the Rona?
Actually, normal night.
Actual normal night. Okay, so let's go with. Actually, whatever.
You want to rinse?
Oh, that's right. I should have had like a ginger or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I love your little setup here. Shoebox. This is very elegant. I start eating my dinner on shoeboxes more often. All right. Or desserts.
But now you contaminated that with the snow cookie. You weren't supposed to use this on both of them.
Oh, really? Oh, whatever. Okay. A little more water, just because. Chaser. Alright, so now we have the notorious Twinkies. So, quick story. As a kid, when my cousins and I were going camping, this is a long time ago, so the younger generation probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But we would camp in a tent, and then we would go by the section of the campground that has all these trailers. Well, there was one trailer type that we would see frequently, and we nicknamed it the Silver Hostess Twinkies trailer. And it would look like this. Exactly like this, minus the paper. That was your trailer. And it'd be silver, and you'd see little tiny windows here and here. I don't know how someone can sleep inside of a Twinkie, but apparently that's possible. I don't see myself sleeping in a Twinkie. But, okay. Going in. Okay, here it goes. It's okay. But it doesn't, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of overrated. But it's been years since I've had one of these, so, like, I don't know, maybe as a kid I remember this being a glorious thing, and now it's like,
Well, you told us the other one tastes like rubber, but then I don't think you've told us anything since, besides there was a flavor explosion of different things happening on the snowball.
Yeah, so there's rubber with cream, there's explosion of unsynchronized flavors,
Okay.
and then this one's probably more normal compared to all three of them. Like, it's just your typical vanilla and cream. I don't know, maybe I'm spoiled because it doesn't really have much of a flavor and I'm used to, I don't know, Asian sweets. But it's not bad, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get this at the grocery store. I would save my $2 or $3 or whatever. How much does this cost?
$1.
$1? Save my $1.
Cheese.
I'll save my $1 for cheese. Or for that pumpkin spice coffee that I won't drink.
Pumpkin spice latte.
Pumpkin spice latte with, I don't know, avocado toast that I won't eat either.
Bad jokes.
Okay.
For any of you that drink pumpkin spice latte and avocado toast, I sincerely apologize. Her views do not reflect us here at the Hyperloops.
Go ahead and enjoy your pumpkin spice and avocado toast. I still don't know the difference between. Oh, well, never mind. Okay.
No idea.
So now I have to pick one. Like, how does this work?
You have your rating system. So what's the worst? What's the okay? And what's the
All right. So I'm gonna go with the worst being the rubber cream, orange rubber cream. That's not my friend. Definitely not my friend. But not quite my enemy either. Huh?
Keep coming in last.
Yeah, okay, so that's coming up last. So I would tie between these two, the marshmallow chocolate Mars and Venus thing that's going on here.
Snowball?
Yeah, Snowball, the broken apart Snowball. So I would say it's a tie between that and Twinkies.
First, you gotta pick one. You
All right, do you have a
you can't have
D20?
here.
Can I
No.
borrow a D20? It's in the other room.
That's random. You have to give flavor comparisons and pick a winner, you bum.
Okay, so I kind of like this one better because it's unique, a little bit more
Take another bite then.
unique. But oh,
We got all time all day. We gotta play Among Us. We got Among Us to go to. You're late.
yeah. All right,
Try to
so
tell me some story. That was supposed to be short, and it was like 45 minutes.
all right, I think I'm gonna go with Twinkies as first place, which is not my favorite, but this is first place. Second is Snowball, and 3 is the rubber orange thing. Yeah, the rubber orange cupcake
You
is
got
third
it.
place.
Any parting thoughts you want to give to the crowd before we head out? Because you have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Correct. You haven't tried any of these? Go ahead and try it, but don't. You might be disappointed because they're not that great.
Well, you've heard here from the HonestlySarcastc household. These things suck. They will do the do when you need something in a jiff, but they are no bueno. Moving on. Till next time, thanks for watching. I am HonestlySarcastc, and this is my BFF Carla. Deuces.
Oh, did I upgrade to BFF?
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to show your support. If you want to become a patron, check out our Patreon. The link will be in the description. Thanks again,